The morning light spilled gently across the forest, clean and golden, like the world had just been freshly washed. Birds chirped with confidence, and even the trees seemed to stand a little straighter. Belle was walking along a narrow path, a book tucked under her arm, reading while walking the way she always did. She stopped suddenly when she heard a loud sniff. Not a dangerous sniff, not a sneaky one either. This was a sad sniff. Belle closed her book slowly. "Hello?" she called out. From behind a bush came a very large bear, standing upright, rubbing its eyes with both paws. The bear's fur was messy, its shoulders slumped, and its expression was deeply troubled, like someone who had just been told their outfit was completely wrong. "Oh," Belle said, surprised but polite. "Are you crying?" The bear nodded slowly. "I don't know who I am anymore," he said in a deep, emotional voice. "Everyone says I look scary. I just want style." Belle blinked. She had spoken to enchanted teapots, arrogant mirrors, and grumpy beasts, so a fashion-conscious bear felt oddly normal. "Well," she said kindly, "style is about expressing who you are." Just then, an arrow zipped through the air and thudded into a tree nearby. "Who shot that?" the bear yelled, ducking and covering his head. Merida burst through the bushes, bow in hand, fiery curls bouncing wildly. "Relax, furball. That was a warning shot." And she squinted at him. "Why did it look like you just lost a staring contest with your reflection?" "I need help," the bear said dramatically. "Fashion help." Merida stared. Belle smiled, and just like that, the strangest makeover session in the forest began. They led the bear to a clearing where the sunlight poured down perfectly like a royal fitting room. Belle circled him slowly, hands on her chin. "You have a strong build," she said thoughtfully. "Very powerful. I think a cape would suit you. Something flowing, elegant." She pulled out a long, deep blue cloth from her bag, because Belle always had useful things in her, bad and draped it over the bear's shoulders. The bear gasped, "I feel mysterious." Merida crossed her arms. "A cape? He's not attending a ball. He's a warrior of the woods." She disappeared and came back dragging bits of old armor chest plates, shoulder guards, a helmet far too small. Armor gives respect and protection. They strapped it on. The bear tried to walk and immediately clanked like a kitchen falling down a staircase. "I cannot bend," the bear said stiffly, "or breathe properly," and Belle tilted her head. "It does make him look brave, though." Merida nodded. "Aye, brave and loud." The bear looked down at himself, then sighed. "I still don't feel fabulous." There was a long pause. Then the bear's eyes drifted to something shining near the river. He walked over and dipped a paw into the water, lifting it out covered in sparkly residue left behind by mischievous forest spirits who had clearly been partying the night before. The bear's eyes widened. What if... He scooped more sparkles and gently dusted them onto his armor and cape. Belle's mouth fell open. Merida blinked. "Oh no!" The bear spun around. Sparkles exploded everywhere, catching the sunlight. He shimmered like a walking disco ball. Glitter floated in the air. Even the trees seemed impressed. "I love it!" The bear roared joyfully, striking a pose. Merida shielded her eyes. "I can't see. He's brighter than the sun." Belle laughed, covering her mouth. "It's bold, very bold." The bear pranced. Yes, pranced. "I feel beautiful and powerful and slightly magical." Just then, other forest animals gathered. Deer stared. Rabbits gasped. A squirrel fainted dramatically. A group of hunters approached the edge of the clearing, ready to attack, till the bear stepped forward, glitter sparkling, cape flowing, armor shining. The hunters froze. "What is that?" one whispered. The bear struck a heroic pose. "I am a bear of confidence." The hunters dropped their weapons and ran screaming about fashion curses. Merida stared, impressed. "Well, I'll be." Belle smiled warmly. "See? When you embrace who you are, the world responds." The bear bowed deeply, glitter raining down. "Thank you. I am no longer just a bear. I am an icon. The sunlight glowed even brighter as they laughed together, the forest peaceful again. The bear strutted proudly into the woods, Sparkles trailing behind him, terrifying villains and inspiring confidence wherever he went. And from that day on, whenever something sparkled mysteriously in the forest, everyone knew the bear had been there.